My lawyer said one thing: do not sign anything today. I remember reading that message right before I walked inside, and I still went in. That was my first mistake. My sister was already waiting. She smiled like nothing was wrong. Everyone else looked relaxed, like this was just paperwork. But something felt off immediately. I sat down across from her. The folder was already open. She pushed it toward me slowly. Just sign here. That was all she said. No explanation. No discussion. Just sign. That was when I knew this was not normal. Growing up, my sister was different. She always needed to be ahead. Better grades. Better attention. Better control. And my parents supported that. I was always the quiet one. The one who didn't argue. The one who stayed out. But I watched everything. That is something people forget. Quiet does not mean blind. After college, I left early. Built something on my own. A small company at first. Then it grew faster than expected. Investments followed. Opportunities came from nowhere. And eventually, it became $15 million. I never told my family everything. That was intentional, because I knew how they were. Especially her. My sister always asked questions. About money. About ownership. About control. Too many questions. So I kept my distance. Until 2 weeks ago, she suddenly called me. Said we needed to meet. Family matter. Urgent. That word stayed with me. Urgent. When I arrived that day, everything was already prepared. Lawyer present. Documents printed. My parents sitting quietly, like this had been planned. And I was the last piece. That was when I felt it. This was not a meeting. This was a setup. I didn't sign immediately. I picked up the document slowly, started reading line by line. My sister watched me closely. Too closely. She kept smiling, but her eyes were tense. That was new. I kept reading. Ownership transfer clause. Temporary control agreement. Asset management authorization. The wording was clean. Too clean. But one line stood out. Irrevocable control upon signature. I stopped there. Looked up at her. She didn't speak. Just nodded slightly. Like she expected compliance. That was the moment. Everything became clear. This was not temporary. This was permanent. If I signed this, I would lose everything. I placed the document down. Asked a simple question. Why is this necessary? She answered immediately. It is just protection. For the family. That word again. Family. They always use that word when they want control. I asked again. Why me? Why now? She hesitated this time. Just for a second. That was enough. Because hesitation means truth. And truth was breaking through. I stood up slowly. The room became quiet. My parents avoided eye contact. The lawyer looked uncomfortable. That was interesting. Very interesting. Because lawyers don't look uncomfortable unless something is wrong. I stepped back from the table, took my phone out, opened the message again. My lawyer's warning. Do not sign anything today. I showed it to the room. No one spoke. That silence confirmed everything. This was not legal advice. This was manipulation. My sister finally spoke again. You are overthinking this. Just sign it. Her tone changed. Slightly sharper. Less patient. More demanding. That was her real voice. The one I remembered. I looked at her calmly and said one thing. No. That word hit harder than expected. She didn't smile anymore. Her face dropped instantly. That was the truth showing itself. The room changed immediately. Tension replaced everything. My sister stood up fast. You don't understand what this is. I understood perfectly. That was the problem. I picked up the document again, flipped to the last page. Then I saw it. The real intention. Full asset control transfer. No reversal clause. No protection for me. This was not a mistake. This was deliberate. I placed it back on the table and stepped away completely. I am not signing this. My voice stayed calm, but firm. My sister looked furious now. That calm expression was gone, replaced by something else. Desperation. That was new, because desperate people make mistakes. She tried again, softer tone this time. You are making this difficult. No, I am making this clear. That was my answer. I turned toward the lawyer, asked him directly, "Did you draft this?" He hesitated. That was enough, because silence is also an answer. I took my phone again, called my own lawyer, put him on speaker. The room froze instantly. That was the moment power shifted. Everything stopped. My lawyer spoke clearly. Do not sign anything. That agreement transfers full control and cannot be reversed. That sentence ended everything. My sister didn't say anything. She couldn't, because now the truth was public, and she knew it. I ended the call, looked at everyone in the room, and walked out. No drama, no shouting, just clarity. That was enough. After that day, things changed completely. My family stopped calling. My sister disappeared. No explanation, no apology, just silence. But silence says a lot. It means they know. They went too far, and they got caught. For me, it was simple. I didn't lose 15 million. I lost something else, trust, and that is harder to rebuild, but also easier to protect. Because now I know exactly who I am dealing with, and I will never ignore a warning again.